I am an urban legend. I'm Melissa Morbid.
I eat creepy pasta for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm Dynamite Laserbeam, Brat, Brittany, whatever you want to call me.
And we're
this is the Goths Next Door. My bad. Okay, Mother.
Hazing. Hello, everyone. No. Hi, Winnie Lou. Kaz is here.
Oh no, this is a very
She's
loud
working on it, guys. Just one moment. She's looking into the sound issue.
She said a curse.
Oh, now can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna come back in and just say that I have the world's worst.
Intro.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I have the world's worst fucking urban legend you will ever hear, and I'm going to ruin everyone's nights tonight with it, but I'm going to make you wait till the very end to hear it. That was my opening. Fuck you. I'm here now.
Yay,
and we're the Goths Next Door. Yay.
We're the Goths Next Door.
Melissa.
What up, though?
I want you to dye your hair black, and I want you to have black hair all the time.
Oh my gosh.
This hair is like, ugh. It's so good, though.
Thank you. I miss having my half pink hair. That was when I felt the most me.
That'd be fun.
The pandemic, when I could have different color hair. That brief time. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Hi, Breezy Lane.
So tonight, we're talking about urban legends, but before we get into it, Melissa, what have you been up to this last week?
Oh my gosh. It's been such a busy weekend. Coming up is my busiest time ever. So starting Friday, I'm probably just going to not even be on social media for 10 days straight as I'm super busy. So thanks for being patient with me, y'all, as I encounter the busiest time of my year every year. So that's going to be a lot. So I'm preparing for that mentally. Also, LA, we are in a state of emergency because someone set a fire under our freeway, one of our main ones going downtown that I have to use to get to work for this 10-day show. And they caused structural damage to the bridge, and the bridge is closed indefinitely. Not like the road, the freeway, not
Jesus.
the bridge. Sorry, the freeway. One of our main freeways. Another fire was lit under another freeway today. So and they've confirmed it's all intentional. So that's all wild. We have some arsons going crazy in LA. I know, where's Batman? But other than that, I got a new hosting job. Yay!
Nice.
So I am hosting for some new companies on TikTok, which is really cool. And it sounds like there's a couple different brands that want to work with me from this studio where they have, so that's really exciting. Thank you, Gothic Luna. Thank you. I know, right, guys? LA is absolutely wild. It is a wild.
That's crazy. What the fuck? They're lighting shit on fire, and you're like, I have to drive here, and you're like getting new gigs, and they're like, drive through the fire to get to us. Like,
yeah,
ooh.
It's intense. So unfortunately, yeah, with that it's also just really sad that it was intentionally set, and literally they don't know when this is going to be open. So this could be literally months. They have no idea. They have to look at like how severe the structural damage is, and you know, it normally has like 300,000 cars on it. So
yeah,
Jesus
wild. Christ, that's insane.
So absolutely wild.
Can you tell us about the new gig? the new hosting gig?
Yeah, so I'm hosting on TikTok live for some different brands.
That's
One of
awesome.
them is like Western themed handbags, and they're bags that are featured in the show Yellowstone. So
Ooh.
that's really cool. One of it's Wrangler, and then the other brand, which everybody knows Wrangler. I feel like we all know Wrangler. And then the other brand is Montana West, which I mean, I'm from Montana, so I was like, oh my god, perfect. And then the other one is like a yoga pants company, and then the other one is like a jeans company. Um, that should be fun.
I
It's
fully believe
exciting.
that like TikTok is now just like QVC, but like it's like
Hmm.
what we grew up with watching. Like there's like the Home Shopping Network and those
Hmm.
channels, and now it's literally like you walk in and there's like a whole studio and all of these fake little living rooms, and they hire people to come in and like go live for hours. That's crazy. It's such a new ball game. That's so wild. How long are your shifts? Like how long do you have to go live for?
Every company is going to be different. Like the toy company I was working for was 2 hours. The wig company I was working for, they wanted at least 2 hours. But this company, I feel like they want their hosts to be really, really fresh. So they will have several people on staff at the same time, and then one go in and then like a circle.
Oh, cool.
Sort of thing. So I think these shifts will be shorter for the time on camera, maybe like an hour, and then you have a short break, and then you get back on camera. I think
That's
that's
really
my
awesome.
guess. We just did a test run on Saturday on a different account, so I don't know. It was just like the approval, yay or nay day. So I don't know the actual day yet, but I'll be having my first night tomorrow night. So that'll be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely feel like what you said and what people in the chat are saying is literally so true. It is the home shopping network for the new generation. Like it is 100% the same thing. Just so you guys know, if you are frustrated with all the shop on TikTok and you don't want to see it, this doesn't help my job at all, but if you don't want to see it, you can go into your settings and turn on this feed called the STEM feed. And then all you'll get when you're on the STEM feed section, so you know how you have like For You page versus friends versus shop, you can get another option that's STEM only, and it's literally only going to be science, technology. What does the E stand for? Science,
Engineering,
engineering, and
mathematics.
mathematics. So that'll be it in your feed. So you can just go through. You'll never see TikTok Shop, and you're not going to see like toxic stuff. It's all cool learning. There'll be stuff about like animals and outer space. It's not limited to only like, the science is very broad. It's a lot of
That's
different
awesome.
science. So it's super cool, guys. If you are getting sick of seeing so many shopping ads 24/7 on your TikTok, give yourself a break with the STEM feed. Thank you so much, Jaggy0727, by the way.
Yeah,
That is
thank you
so
so much for all
nice.
these
Oh my
subs.
God. Thank
Oh,
you.
hi, Alpacino. Oh my God.
Alpacino!
Welcome. We know that
You like
name.
space. We love
Big
that.
fan.
We're big fans of Al Pacino. Brittany, you're a big fan of him. But what have you been up to
Uh,
this week?
oh gosh. Nothing quite as fun. Just kind of ridding my house of some negative energy, and
Did she move
Ooh.
out?
not yet. Yeah. So personal things, aggravating things, but also celebrating Shaka.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
She's
Shaka.
Oh my gosh.
she had zoomies this morning, so she's still a stupid little puppy.
Bless her.
But yeah, just doing work stuff, getting through the next month of life stuff, and we're good. We're Gucci.
What work do you
Shay,
have?
tell me about.
No, what work stuff do you have coming up?
Uh,
Nothing
uh,
fun.
I
No.
mean, no, nothing.
No.
Nothing super fun. Nothing. to chat about yet.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
But things are cooking.
Do we get to see Shaka on the live today?
Yeah, she's right behind Brittany sleeping on the bed.
Birthday girl!
This is Shaka.
Shaka Zulu.
Oh
Hi,
my
baby.
gosh!
She looks like a little pillow.
She does.
She's sleepy.
So cute.
She said it's
I
bedtime.
This week I just went to some thrift stores, got some cool stuff, some like antique malls. Got some really cool stuff. I got this huge Virgin Mary statue because it reminded me of my
Ooh.
grandma. And Justin's like, "Are we really gonna start?" Like, he's like, "We're not religious. Like, we have a Jesus painting, but like we're gonna have Brittany draw like face tattoos on him." So he's like, "Why do we have this like Virgin Mary statue?" And I was like, "Well, I'm like raised Catholic, so we're really gonna start incorporating a lot more statues into the house because I think they're
I
fucking
can
cool."
I can understand that, being raised Christian and having this glowing cross.
Yeah.
I can explain it to my mom, but also
Yeah, exactly. And also like just specifically like statues of saints and of the Virgin Mary. Catholics fucking love that shit. They eat that shit up. Very ornate, very pretty. But I don't know.
it's the aesthetic. They got that right.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw that Orlando had a huge sale. I thought that's the one you were going to at first.
the warehouse sale.
Yes.
Or the Universal garage sale. I always miss it every year. I always want to go. For those of you who don't know, in Orlando, Universal does this huge garage sale where they take all of their merch that they're like, okay, we just need to clearance this out, and it's already like 70% off when it's out there, and they'll be like 70% off of this. And it's already 70% off. So then you can get like wands and Harry Potter merch and Halloween Horror Night stuff. You can get all of this for like so fucking cheap. I just
like actually,
but you have to like show up like on time at the crack of dawn. Like it's a whole thing. But I always miss it. I missed it this year. I should have gone. Next year, like I'll try to go do a whole thing.
Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. I
always see like all the influencers make it out there, and I'm like, fuck.
Did Austin go?
I don't know. I don't think he would. He's much more of a Disney guy than he is Halloween Horror Nights.
I didn't know. Yeah, if they had like, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. No. Gotta slap myself awake. Okay, who's ready to get into some urban legends?
It's so hard with how dark
it's
bedtime
getting
so early.
Yeah,
I know.
Here in LA, like the second it's 5 o'clock, it looks like it's 10 p.m. outside, and you're like, all right, climb into bed.
Like I can't stay awake for anything. I fell asleep at 9:40 the other day, like a little bitch. Ugh. Okay, so
I'm doing the same.
Melissa prepared an urban legends game for us, so we're gonna have to choose between some things. And if we don't know about any of these things, then hopefully one of us can explain it, because I didn't know some of them, and I looked some up, but others I'm like, I really don't know. So first up, we have the vanishing hitchhiker, or the babysitter and the man upstairs.
Ooh,
that's like where it's like you're babysitting and like there's like a creepy guy inside the house who's like upstairs, right?
There are a couple like this. Let me see. The babysitter and the man upstairs. She receives a call and it's inside the house.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Yeah, the call is coming from inside the house.
What are we choosing?
Are we choosing like which encounter we'd rather experience?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Probably the vanishing hitchhiker then, because they vanish and then there's no real threat.
The problem solves itself.
Yeah, the problem
Yeah,
solves
I like that.
itself.
I could
I
not
like that.
handle the police calling me if I got some sort of horrible phone call, especially if you're taking care of a child. Like, that's next level. Like, it'd be bad enough if you were by yourself, but you're literally in charge of someone's child,
Yeah.
like a being. And the police call you and they're like, okay, you got to leave the house right now. The call came from inside the house. And you're like, "Ah!" Like, oh my God, no way, no way. Oh my God, I'd feel so awful. Oh,
Mm-mm.
yeah, the hitchhiker, when they get where they need to, they just disappear in your car, and then you just feel
And
like
then
you
you're
were
done.
hallucinating.
And
And
you're
you're
like,
done.
you know what? I helped the ghost move like a mile down the road like they wanted. And meanwhile, you're like trying to chat with the ghost, like, so weird party must have been in to be like out in the middle of nowhere in this rain. How you doing? Like, also,
There are literally no houses for miles.
are we really gonna, like, in what day and age are you actually gonna stop to pick up the hitchhiker? But I guess in this scenario we have to, so we're doing it.
Honestly,
Yeah, but
true.
remember they vanished, so it's
They
okay.
vanished, so it's okay.
Am I supposed to see the slideshow?
You should.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you? Oh, no, you're right. You're right. This shit's
I
not right.
mean,
Hang
I
on.
usually am.
I
Fuck
feel
you.
like there are people who would still pick up hitchhikers, like a cisgendered white frat boy. I feel like that boy is gonna be like driving around and be like, I'll pick somebody up. There's like still
You
gonna
think so?
be Yes, I feel like there are still people who will be like, this will be fine for me, but I feel like 99.99999% of women just off the board. Same with they, them, non-binary. All of us are all like, we're never picking up a hitchhiker ever.
Is this the man
God, what did I
upstairs?
miss?
He's
What
just
did I
fucking
miss?
screaming.
Wait,
if this is the story, if this is the story, I choose the man upstairs.
like that.
I don't know what's happening.
No, he's just screaming like
Who's screaming?
the slideshow that Shay
slideshow.
made. Oh my god.
Sorry, I tried. It says the man upstairs at the bottom. That's what came up when I Googled it.
God.
He is screaming though.
God.
Is that because he
Oh,
got
he
caught
looks
by the
like a-
police?
He looks like an ensemble theater major just living his best life in the ensemble.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
just
god, he
singing.
literally
having
is.
his discovery moment.
He's
as
just
an
singing some
ensemble
shit.
character.
He's like
that acting.
Shut up.
Like,
You should like shut the fuck up.
Shut the
oh
fuck
my God.
up, sir.
I was like so confused. I'm like, is someone screaming above Brittany's house? Like, I thought you meant there's like a man upstairs
I
above
hope.
you just screaming. I'm like, why don't I hear it? Why does everyone else hear it?
Because
I
it's
hope
coming from
not.
inside the house.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's just musical theater. God.
Oh, okay. So we have the cursed painting or the clown statue. So I'm only assuming the cursed painting is like it's just like it's cursed, so bad things happen when you have it. But I'm assuming that would happen with the clown too. It's just the same thing.
No,
if you
if-
want it flat or 3D.
No. If the clown statue is like that story of like
What
the
is it?
babysitter who like saw this like creepy clown statue, it's like hiding in the corner, and like she called the family about like moving it, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have a clown statue. Get the kids out of there." Like, is any of
that
this ringing a
I'm
bell?
sure- I'm sure
I mean,
it's
that's
that
what
one. So
that's
it's
what I figure.
the call is coming from inside the clown.
I did not like that story though.
No, that's fucked.
It was something like that.
But the cursed painting
Yeah, I'll
is
do
it
a
like
painting.
a painting that like is just like bad things happen when you're around it, I'm assuming, kind of thing.
It's a picture of a mass-produced print of a painting by an Italian painter, and it's of a crying boy. And the urban legend is that that painting is cursed because a firefighter in the UK said that the houses that they would find burned down, the common thread is they all had this painting. So that's where this came from, is people really think that this, if you have even just a copy of it, that you're gonna have bad luck and be cursed.
I'll take the clown then, because I don't want like the whole curse. I like would just be like, oh fuck, there's a clown. Gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah, I could probably knock it over.
The clown statue urban legend became
Unless
an
that's
actual short
my
film,
God.
it sounds like. Someone adapted it into a film. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. So the
He's
clown
cute.
statue's making me feel strange. Which one? The one in your room. And then they're like,
We don't
we
got
don't
one.
have a clown statue. And so it was a real clown. It was an evil clown, and they were lucky to escape.
Yeah, I would choose that guy. Because you only
Yes,
gotta
no
escape him
curse.
There's
once.
just someone like pretending to be a statue. And you're just walking by them.
Bitch,
I
I
don't
keep
like
weapons near me
In
at
your
all
house.
times. Well, I won't say it on stream because I don't want the people to know what I have and how I'd kill you. But if you break in, I just want you to know this is the state of Florida. And I have stuff in every room to take care of you. Clown man.
Oh, the clown man.
Just a threat. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Two we all know of. Bloody Mary or the hook-handed man.
Does Bloody Mary kill you when she visits you?
From
she
from
just
what
comes
I
say
was
hi?
told growing up, she shows up and like scratches your back. If that's what
So-
I remember.
Definitely, I'm gonna go with I'll get a little back scratch action versus
Like I mean, like
having
she
someone
like
hook me to
cuts.
death.
Yeah, she cuts open your back, but like I mean, like think of someone like with really bad fingernails scratching, like cutting open your back.
I mean, it'll be super scary, and I'm sure
It'd still be, yeah, fucked up.
traumatizing. And you'll be like
Dysentery.
fucked up forever. But I feel like the hook man, like he's like disemboweling you, right? Like
Isn't something about like the hook is like stuck in like the car door or something?
Yeah,
Therefore, he already has lost his weapon.
yeah. You like hear scraping, and then she's like, "Go home anyway. I'm scared." And then like he drives home, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh my god, the hook was on the car handle the whole time."
ooh, oh, maybe that's better than the
He
getting
lost some steps
scratched.
there, I think.
Well, you know, they're fucking. Then they hear some like tip tip on the window.
I'd rather be disemboweled.
Although,
Mary Tudor.
yeah, okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I was like, that hook, have seen it in some weird porn. It goes right in the butt, but you know we won't get into it.
I love that there are different versions of these urban legends. Like,
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
so telephone. I love it.
I'm gonna
Like,
go cough my
one
lungs out real
person
quick because I have a
hears it.
tickle.
She's got a tickle.
I
Ooh, so
gotta
there's
run.
one where he does kill the couple, and then one where he loses the hook. Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. Now we don't know. In this game, we don't know. It's possible you could get the version of the hook man where he's going to actually kill you. So I'm taking Bloody Mary then. But what if there's a version of Bloody Mary where she kills you?
How does he kill them? With his hook?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I hate that. I'm going to start this one without Shay. The killer in the back seat or the phantom phone calls? Sorry.
Ooh. I feel like the phantom phone calls for me because I feel like my soul would leave my body if there was someone
Oh my God.
behind me in the car.
I always throw a hook when I get in my car, just whack, just to make sure.
Just get in and
That's smart.
Yeah,
I feel
a
like
stabby.
also the thing about the killer in the back seat is like they're definitely not buckled in. So you hit the brakes, send them flying.
Everyone's coming towards you.
True. If they're not buckled in, that's a really good idea. You could definitely do that.
Oh yeah, I never answered the phone too.
Yeah.
That you're right. Super easy. Easy call. Just
I'm
mute it.
dying. I'm sorry.
Get a drink. It said
I
hydrate.
have a tickle in my throat.
Ooh,
Get
this
more drink.
version of the phantom call is actually kind of fun. It says that every time she gets a call from an unknown number and she picks up, it's her eavesdropping on the life of a different stranger. That could be kind of fascinating. And, you know, no murder or death, right?
What? Who are you eavesdropping on?
It's going to be random strangers and you don't know. Every phone call will be different.
There's this movie, Talk to Me, which is
Yes.
my god, where they like commune with different, which like is interesting. They get like the different stories, but like as you know, then that movie gets dangerous. So that's where I'm like, I don't know. You never know who you're gonna, answer the phone to.
That's
I just
so
kind of let that
true.
shit ring. Just let it ring.
That's so true. Ooh, the roommate's death would be so horrible. Even if you survive, like obviously you have the survivor guilt, which is
God.
terrible. So I'd much rather have the licked hand, even though that would be so scary
Oh.
and probably destroy me forever.
Okay, wait. What's the roommate's death thing?
So that's
I'm really curious.
when you go upstairs and it wasn't you who died, but it was like your roommate, and they find them like all bloody and disgusting, and then they're like, if one thing had been different, it would have been like you instead of the roommate. I'm butchering this, but you find your roommate like all murdered and bloody and horrible.
That sucks.
Yeah, like. Let me see if I can get it more specific for you.
That would be horrible.
Okay, the roommate's death. Two roommates are at their deserted college dorm over holiday break. One of the girls goes out on a date that evening, and the other one turns in and goes to bed before her roommate returns. Later that night, the sleeping girl is awakened by gurgling and scratching noises coming from outside the hallway door. Frightened, she locks the door and hides until morning. When the girl finally opens the door and ventures outside, she discovers the bloody corpse of her roommate in the hallway. The murder girl's throat had been slit, and she bled to death in the hallway while clawing at the door. And they're saying, so it's different than what I'm saying. They're saying if the other girl had opened the door earlier, she could have saved her friend's life. Even worse. Even worse. See, I could never deal with that. No, I have to have my hand licked by a ghost and just be freaked out for the rest of eternity.
I didn't.
Shay needs hot tea with honey.
Yeah, I
There
have
is
like
that
a really
version of it,
bad
too.
tickle in my throat that's just not going away, so I'm so sorry.
Ducky mentioned there is a version where it says, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the lights in Blood on the Walls?" That's the one I saw when I originally was thinking.
Sounds familiar.
I've seen that too. I always thought the licked hand, it wasn't a ghost, it was like a person.
Oh!
Like a stalker.
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that.
So I don't...
Well, I mean, not to be weird, but I definitely had a stalker grab one of my hair braids and put it in his mouth on my school bus. So I feel like I've been down this road before with creepy stalkers. So it says, a young girl is home alone for the first time with only her dog for company. She hears of a killer loose in the neighborhood. She locks all the doors and windows.
It's always a killer.
But forgets about the basement window. She goes to bed, taking her dog with her, and lets it sleep under her bed. She wakes up in the night hearing a dripping sound coming from the bathroom. The dripping frightens her, but she's too scared to get out of bed and find out what it is. To reassure herself, she reaches a hand towards the floor for
And
the
she
dog
thinks it's her dog.
and is
then,
rewarded by a lick on her hand. And then when she goes, oh my God, no, it's horrible. Oh my God, it gets horrible. No, I'm never doing this.
Yeah, the
I
dog
guess
is
I'm
dead.
doing-
The dog's
Yes.
dead, and then like, yeah.
And then he wrote in the dog's blood, humans
On the mirror,
can lick
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
No. Oh
Yep.
my God. I guess I'm finding my roommate dead outside. Damn. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Can't
Thank
be
you
the
for the sub.
dog.
Oh yeah, thank you for the sub, Kava
Oh
Kitty.
my God,
Hi,
thank
Kava
you.
Kitty, baby.
Kava Kitty.
The vanishing hotel room or the elevator game. I don't know what the elevator game is, but
I don't think I want to play it.
I think I'd rather have a hotel room just vanish.
Shay,
You're gonna kill me.
go get
I have
something
water.
to
I've
help.
been drinking water, nothing. I just
Okay.
have a tickle in my throat. It's literally not going away. Like, I went and I spit. I've tried everything. What the fuck is the elevator game?
So
Gargle
you have to
salt
play
water.
the elevator game when you're alone in a building with at least 10 floors, the elevator that can reach all the 10 floors, and you're doing like some sort of ritual. They're saying like you do this, and this, and the ritual has succeeded if this happens. If the car falls to the first floor, you have to leave immediately. If the ritual succeeded, the car will rise to the 10th floor, and this is your chance to get out of the game. If you choose to exit, a woman will enter the elevator and you can't look at her, or else something else is going to happen. It's like a bunch of rules that you have to follow to make sure you don't die.
What the fuck?
That
I
sounds
don't want
hard
to play this
remember.
game.
That one sounds very difficult.
It's like Backrooms, but in an elevator. I'd rather have my hotel room just vanish.
Yeah, it says a woman is ill while traveling with her daughter in another country. While she lies in her hotel bed, the daughter makes a trip across town to pick up a prescription. When she returns, she finds that her mother has disappeared without a trace. Their hotel room doesn't exist, and no one remembers having seen her or her mother. Oh my God. I guess I'm having to play the elevator game.
I think that's very specific to that one because I've never heard like of the mother missing or any of that. I think those are very specific to the website you're reading because I've heard of like the vanishing hotel room was just like, and then your hotel room was never there. But I don't think it has to be that your mom disappears.
A lot of
That's the vanishing hotel room game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy.
Let's see. Hell's Gate Bridge or the Bermuda Triangle?
So the Hell's Gate Bridge, I believe 2 people actually did die on. And they're saying like if you go on it at a certain time, then they'll come join you in the car. But I don't know if bad things happen or not. But and then Bermuda Triangle, we already know. Most of us, if you've like all of us from Florida, we've all probably flown over or been in a boat through the Bermuda Triangle. So we've already successfully done it.
Yeah, I've done that.
But you never know. It's the most haunted bridge in Alabama, so it is a real place you can go to, this is one of the few urban legends that actually has like a real place attached to it, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, so when you stop on the bridge and glance over your shoulder, it will look like the fiery gates of hell, and then those 2 who died will like be in your car, or something like that. Spooky.
I fucking support it. I want that one.
Definitely. I don't want to, if the Bermuda Triangle was having one of its days and going to actually suck us in, we don't want that.
I think it'd be interesting though. I think the Bermuda Triangle's interesting. Just want to see what's up.
Be like, hey, what you guys doing
so
over here?
interesting.
Hey, what's up?
There's a Bermuda Triangle movie, and it's got Liam Hemsworth in it, I think. It's like a ghost
The
ship
more
type movie.
attractive Hemsworth.
You think Liam is?
Oh yes, Chris
I
does
think
not do it for
I
me.
think Chris is much more attractive.
Chris's
Oh my God.
humor is great. He's very funny, and that makes him more attractive. But if we're going literally only based on their appearance, Chris Hemsworth doesn't do it for me.
There's been some
Like his eyes.
recent movies I've seen him in.
Thank you
Let's
for
change my
cheering.
mind.
Maggie?
Or is that cheer? I'm sorry. Thank you for cheering.
Vince cheering, same thing.
Are they the same
Little
thing?
googies. Little sprinkle.
Little
Let's see.
sprinkle.
Homie the Clown, which, by the way, there's a movie, Homie the Clown, with one of the Wayans brothers. So that's what I was going to put in here, but I didn't think you would get it. Or The Man in the Mirror.
I didn't think you would get it.
I didn't think I don't think the audience would get it here. I don't think many of our audience knows the Wayne brothers.
I think it would
We
be
do.
fine. I don't even know who Homie the Clown is.
Me either, girl.
So I don't like the Mirror Man because I feel like it's like a ripoff. It's like the mansplaining version of Bloody Mary.
Do you have to say man and mirror, man and mirror?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Mirror man.
No, stop it.
I've got a mirror right here.
I'm
Mirror
near too many
man,
mirrors.
mirror man.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't want my mirrors to hear you.
I don't know.
Versus-
Is Homie's just gonna like offer me a ride and I'll be like, I'm good. Oh, posture
No
check,
thanks.
you're right. Posture check.
He's a Chicago urban legend.
Bishop from Chicago.
It says it was named after a character from In Living Color. So it's like a strange clown that was stalking children, trying, the usual creepiness,
God.
trying to get him into his van to kill them type of thing.
Specifically children.
Sounds hot.
I think I'm definitely going with Mirror Man. I'm going to take my chances with the
I'll go
guy
with
in
Mirror
the
Man.
mirror. They have like whole articles in Chicago about who saw Homie the Clown. Rumors of a man who snuck into the hearts of school children all over Chicago. Like this urban legend got some traction. That's so crazy.
Fuck. The ghostly hitchhiker, or I don't want to mispronounce it. Is it Tiki Teke? Teke Teke? Teek Teek? Tek Tek? Tay Tay? Tek Tek? I'm pretty sure I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, but I'm pretty sure it's like
Then it'll get you. If you
Yeah.
mispronounce it, it'll get you.
It's like the torso of someone with the arms but no legs, like someone with their legs chopped off that like crawls around after you.
So it's
Either
an
way, I feel
urban
like the
legend
ghostly
of the
hitchhiker is
ghost
the
of
same thing as like
schoolgirl.
the disappearing hitchhiker.
But
Either
maybe
way.
this one doesn't disappear.
So does she come home with you?
The girl is,
I guess.
like you said, her body was cut in half by a train.
Ooh.
So she's only half her body is chasing you, and she's a vengeful spirit. Vengeful spirit doesn't sound good.
No.
I feel like I'm taking the hitchhiker again.
Yeah. She looks nice. I would take her.
Honestly, right? She's just trying to get places.
The Midnight Game or the Sewer Alligator? I don't know what the Midnight Game is. I'm definitely choosing the Sewer Alligator because I feel like that's not terrible to deal with anyway. I
I'm
know
so
exactly
afraid
what to
of
do
alligators.
during a sewer alligator expedition thing. You
What?
You call SeaWorld and you tell them that there's a fucking alligator in the sewer, and then they come get the alligator and they rehabilitate it, and if they can put it back out in the wild, they can. If they can't, then they put it on display at SeaWorld.
Who do you call it SeaWorld?
The SeaWorld people. They have a fucking
SeaWorld people.
they have a phone number. Like all the local Florida people know there's like a phone number if like a manatee or an alligator or something, because it happens during hurricanes, like during high tide water. Like the manatees will float in and you can call a number and report it in and they come get them.
I didn't know
So
this was common Florida knowledge.
the midnight game,
Excuse me.
it's
Oh,
super
please.
similar to like that elevator thing. I love
A
how
lot of
many urban
rules.
legends are similar. There's a bunch of rules,
Can't do
and you
that.
have to do this ritual at night. Of course, all the lights have to be off. You have to put some of your blood on a paper, knock on a door
Period blood.
22 times. It doesn't specify the type; it just says your blood. So you could definitely use menstrual blood. And then if you do all of this right and you knock 22 times, the midnight man can enter your house, and then you have to survive for the next 3 hours and 33 minutes till 3 a.m. till 3:33 a.m. And if you break any of the rules, the midnight man will kill you. And if the candle goes out, you only have 10 seconds to relight it. And if you don't, then the midnight man will rip your organs out one by one.
Okay, do you win something?
I know.
a
Why are
video
Like,
people
that's the
doing
thing.
this?
Like, do you win something in the elevator game or the midnight game? What is the point? To say that you
It's
did
like
it?
clout. Yeah. You're like, I defeated
You
the
win your
midnight
life?
man.
Bitch, I already got my life. It's not like it's a
Yes.
prize. Fuck.
I'm good on that. I feel like we'll take one of the Irwins with us down into the sewers, and they can
The
help
swamp puppy.
keep us with the swamp puppies. I'm so afraid of them, but I feel like there are steps you can take to avoid them. With the Midnight Man, there's so many rules and only 10 seconds to light the candle in the dark. Like, what are you going to do? You can't use a flashlight. Like, what if your lighter falls? What if you don't have, I mean, just, no, I don't want my organs
Fuck all that.
removed.
Oh.
Exactly.
Now we're going to do some deep dives, and I'm super excited for these. It's going to get a little weird. Or actually, no, first we're just going to cover all the various ones that we might not have before. I just have like a list, including Candyman, which Candyman's a classic. Oh, Melissa, you subscribe with Prime? Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah.
Shout out to Melissa. Candyman, I feel like it's like that same vein as like Bloody Mary, that you have to say it 3 times in the mirror on your own. Ugh. Wouldn't fuck with it. Tried it a bunch as a kid. Didn't do it. Nothing ever happened though. Slender Man,
Why
that's
would
a newer one.
Do that.
Like Slender Man
I
was not around
recently-
when we were a kid.
No.
No.
I recently saw Candyman the movie for the first time.
The new one?
The old one.
Oh, the old one? How'd you like it?
I think I saw the new one too. But I definitely thought, like, I was like, is this gonna get kind of like hot at some point? I don't know. He just had like he had this energy of, I felt like it was gonna get sexy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it didn't, but
He's a
I
hot
felt
killer.
like maybe Candyman's a little hot, you know?
He's a hot killer.
He's
Like,
a hot killer.
Would? Yes, Candyman would. It'd be weird, but I'd be into it. But
I mean, the new one for sure.
yeah. Slender Man definitely was not something from our childhood. I think Slender Man first started popping up, like, I remember hearing about it when I was like in college. Maybe not even in college. It was like after college. But I'm old, so.
I wonder when did that come
Is
out?
that little
Slender Man?
like game Slender?
In June 2009.
Oh yeah, I was out of high school.
Oh.
I was a grown.
A comedy web forum, Something Awful, asked for ideas for a modern myth to terrify people, and someone submitted the Slender Man.
Mm-hmm. The Spider Bite. This is a classic. This is one that. Ugh. This is the
You
classic.
don't have to describe it.
I
hate
will.
This.
So this is where someone gets a
This is like
bug bite on
Goosebumps.
their face, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And like it grows bigger, and then like the whole thing opens up, and a bunch of baby spiders come out because they had planted spiders in their face.
You
That's a
already
spider bite.
know.
The Kidney Heist. The Kidney Heist is classic American urban legend where you go out to a bar and you think you hit it off with someone, you get drunk, and they drug you, and you wake up in a bathtub full of ice because they stole your kidney.
You haven't heard of the kidney?
Oh,
My
that's
gosh.
classic.
So I feel like that's more like how Slender Man is like a younger generation. I feel like
We
our
grew up hearing
generation,
that.
all we heard about was this kidney thing. And there's so many pop culture references to it, like cartoons where they wake up and they're like, oh, they stole my kidney.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, they stole my kidney.
Hostile.
I was actually wearing a shirt of Charlie the Unicorn before we started. They do a kidney thing. I feel like that was really our generation's
Yeah,
like
that and
huge urban,
quicksand.
that and the razor blades in candy.
Yeah. Oh,
That
Bloody
whole
Mary,
thing.
which of course we've covered Bloody Mary, but of course, always something you would do at sleepovers growing up. The sewer alligators, infamous. It was always like someone would have it as a pet. Like it would be like snowbirds visit Florida. They adopt a baby alligator, and then when it gets too big, they flush it down like the toilet, and then that's how it ends up in the New York sewers, which definitely would not happen. Does not happen like that.
That's a long way to travel.
Right? The Hook Man, which is like the classic, like, oh, I think I'm hearing something on the outside of the car. Oh no, oh no. And then they drive away and the hook is hanging there. Chain letters, which definitely happened a lot when we were growing up. It'd be like, oh, you have to write this, and if you don't send it to like 8 different people, you'll die. And then like someone would be like, I know someone who actually did, and blah blah blah. Obviously, once the internet spawned, that turned into chain emails, but you know. The licked hand, always iconic. And the call is coming from inside the house, always iconic. But now we do the deep dives. Melissa chose Disney on Ice, question mark?
Love this. Also love the image. That's fantastic.
So everyone is like, Walt has been cryogenically frozen. But first, what the fuck is cryogenically freezings? It's the preservation of individual cells, biological materials at extremely low temperatures, typically for research, medical, or biotechnological purposes. So basically, it's like freezing someone, and then they're hoping that in the future, technology will advance and medical advancements will be such that we can bring people back from being frozen and operate them, cure their cancer, or let them keep living. Or like using their DNA for future experiments that the human race might need to be doing. It's usually like a pseudoscience, like most people don't take it seriously. It's like considered like a quack thing. But as of 2018, the cost for preparing and storing a body ranges from $28,000 to $200,000. And I was like, there's no way that this is like a real thing, but this is a real fucking thing. People are actually like freezing themselves. Like I thought this was like a joke. Because as of 2014, about 250 corpses have been cryogenically preserved in the United States, and around 1,500 have signed up to have their preserves remained. That's freaking cool. It is freaking cool.
It's a real thing. Cryonics
Nerd.
Institute. So creepy.
Yeah, I think there is 3 in the United States right now. So,
Must be expensive.
yeah. Well, it's 28,000 to what was it? 28,000 to 200,000 to do it. So for Disney, the rumor began
year?
circulating. No, for the whole thing.
No way.
Yeah.
You have to maintain it.
Yeah, I think you like, well, maybe that's the 200,000 part. But the rumor for Walt Disney, it began circulating like immediately after his death. It's not like it was a new rumor. It started like he died and then the rumor started because a reporter for the National Spotlight claimed that he saw Disney's dead body in a metal cylinder and was like, oh, it has to be cryogenics. So he kind of spawned the whole thing. And then he told a paper, get this, Icy Paris. I'm like, okay. Yeah, icy. Okay, sure. And the National Toddler. And they all began to say that not only was he frozen, but he was set to thaw in 1975 specifically. And then former employees began to like really run with it and be like, yeah, he's definitely going to fucking thaw in the 70s and it's going to happen. It's going to be a whole thing. And some people claim that the tube is under Pirates of the Caribbean, which is really creepy to think about.
He loved that ride. He would ride that ride every single day. If there's a ride that he would have chosen, that would have been,
that one
for sure.
Mm-hmm. So what did happen to Disney? Well, he was a very heavy smoker. He was diagnosed with lung cancer in November of 1966, and then he passed away on December 15th, 1966. So he was diagnosed and passed like pretty much immediately. And later his ashes were interred at the Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. So he was literally cremated, so apparently. But who is cryogenically frozen? This is really fucking gross. So baseball players Ted Williams and his son John Henry Williams in 2002 and 2004, an engineer and doctor L. Stephen Cole, economist, entrepreneur, software engineer. This is where it gets real spicy. Who wants to be? The PayPal founders have literally signed up for it. Like the PayPal people were like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Some Oxford people. Larry King once signed up but backed out. And here's the icing. Here's the crazy part. Jeffrey Epstein wanted to have his head and his penis cryogenically frozen after his death so that he could, and I'm going to put this part in red, seed the human race with his DNA.
Disgusting.
I don't know. Is that how
Literally
that works?
vile.
How?
I don't think
Who?
that's how it works.
Why? How is that not a red flag immediately?
Someone
I do
in the
have to
chat
admit-
was saying someone in the chat said if the family can't keep up with the payments, like I figured they just dumped the body.
There's the other
You have to
thing,
keep the payments.
how do you have any guarantee that they are going, like, what, for example, what if they go out of business? Like, you don't have an actual guarantee. One, like you said, we don't have the technology to bring you back yet, and we may never. I do think we will, unfortunately, with the advancements they've been making. There was some sort of brain, like I think a pig brain or something that recently that died, and they were able to bring it back. So we're definitely better off going
along.
We're on that. We're moving towards it. But what if it's not that company? Like, what was it? The Cryogenics Institute. Let's say you pick them, the Institute, and the Institute, they get, they go bankrupt. They get, raided by the IRS, like all sorts of things. And then what happens? They're just gonna, so you really don't have a guarantee with any of those afterlife things. But at the same token, assuming you must be exorbitantly wealthy to have an extra $200K lying around for your afterlife, taking burial stuff. If you had that kind of cash, like this person has their son as well, like wouldn't you try? Like if you're for sure gonna die, like I feel like, and to be able to save your child, I don't know. I feel like I would want to do it.
There's a lot of movies and TV that's warned me against this.
Yeah, I would be a team. Absolutely not. Never. Your body dies when it dies, and you gotta just you gotta face it. Cause I don't know, because there's so many things that could go wrong. And what if they do save your DNA and then they try to wake you up in the future and all the fucking it's Planet of the Apes and there's apes in charge and the Statue of Liberty is buried in the sand. You never know, what world you're waking up to. What if they
There's
just
also a really good show called Upload. You can upload your consciousness after you die, but it's still in early stages. So it's some people's fucking heads explode and stuff.
Yeah, that Upload show, exactly. That's the same
It's
concept.
terrifying.
Like, and the sort of what Draven is saying about basically they can grow you a body, and then at some point either it's a clone of you, so you still exist, or if it's like Upload, they can put in your actual consciousness. So interesting.
That's scary. This next one is from Brittany. Did you hear
Oh,
that
yeah.
scream?
My dad told me this one. Oh, yeah.
Did he? I remember hearing
Yeah.
this one growing up, like hearing this as an urban legend. And this is one of those urban legends that came around before the internet, like really truly before the internet. So it could really be fueled and just like run with. Like no one could say no to it.
This
It was
one
told
I
to me
have
back at a
no-
time.
I don't know
It,
this one.
yeah. It was told to me at a time where like I couldn't like find a source to be like confirm this. Okay, go ahead.
So it's the American funk band Ohio Players, and they released a song called Love Roller Coaster in 1975. And it's a Love Roller Coaster. I've loved you, do, 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 Love Roller Coaster. Thank you, Daisy. That's exactly how it goes. That's like the technical term.
I like the dance with it.
Yeah. And you can hear a scream specifically at 1 minute and 24 seconds in the single version. And when it was released, it instantly sparked rumors. Like everyone was like, It wasn't like a delayed thing. Like immediately people were like, no. Because like the way that the scream is in there, it's layered. So it sounds like someone was screaming while you were recording versus like it got placed in. So some claim that a murder occurred in the studio while the song was being recorded, and that's what got captured. Some people said it was like a maid. Some people said it was like one of the girlfriends. Some people said it was someone who was recording in the studio next door, and she wasn't doing a good performance, so she was like being strangled. And some claimed it was the model, Esther Cordette, who's on the cover of the album, who was caught on tape being burned really badly by the hot honey that she was being photographed for like the cover.
They wouldn't have done that at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, okay. Like someone sampled that, or someone sampled a call from a brutal 911 call. That was another.
I think she was also like, another rumor was like she was arguing about like some kind of pay or something in like the next room, and like the sound was her being strangled.
This?
Yeah, in this song you can.
You can hear it. Yeah.
You really can? You guys have heard it?
Yeah.
I
don't think I can play it on.
How do you play it?
Stream. I gotta hear that.
Yeah.
That is.
Can I try?
Yeah,
that is so creepy. I can't believe I don't know how that
works.
I have never heard that, because this is like, that's my shit right there. Like, I want to investigate every detail of this now. Like, I need to solve this. Like,
and back then, like everything spread by word of mouth, and like DJs were the ones who were really pushing the rumor. Like, oh no, absolutely, it was someone got murdered or this thing happened, and the band obviously never like denied it.
Well, they probably liked the.
Why would you deny it? You're getting press.
Yeah, you're getting the press, but it is interesting. They never cleared that up, so it could be just that it was sampled.
I mean, they cleared it up eventually, but like
the band was also like not trying to like downplay it. Because it was like rumors were good for.
Good for press. Yeah. Because who really screamed? It was the keyboardist, Billy Beck, and he wanted to add a bit of flavor, so he just screamed in the middle of it. He was just having...
That's what they're telling us.
Well, there's other screams throughout, but I guess that one was just specifically like, oh, what is that? What's happening?
Have you guys seen the one thing where those YouTubers, this actually happened for real, where they were out in the forest filming a video and you hear this like screaming in the background and they're like, what is that? And then later on, people found like that same day, this woman went missing and was like murdered in that area. And they think that these YouTubers caught her screams on the video. It's like so haunting to listen to. This is like a recent one. It is so haunting.
Fuck. I thought you were going to say there were these two YouTubers who were in the woods in Japan and they found a dead body and they've posted and uploaded it anyway. And I was going to be like, yeah, I remember that. I remember, what was it, Jake or whatever. Which one was it?
One of the Pauls.
One of the Pauls.
Logan Paul, is that his name? Or Jake Paul? Something.
I don't know. One of the Pauls. Oh, and then this one's mine. Spook Hill, Florida, which I want to visit. I'm gonna go visit it. It's not too far. I drove past it this weekend and I was like, "Ooh, I want to go." It's really cute too. And it's a national park. So, Spook Hill, it's a national park that's located in Wales, Florida, which is pretty much in the middle of nowhere between like Orlando and Lakeland, Tampa area. So it's genuinely in the middle of nowhere. And it became a popular tourist destination in the post-World War II area in the automotive age, because everything was like, oh, where are we going to drive around to? Like, what are we going to go do? And like family road trips are really big. So they discovered Spook Hill, and some say that it's the Florida pirate captain Sarsaparilla, and he's buried at the hill, and he pushes cars upward. So basically, the way Spook Hill works is you park at the bottom of this hill, and there's a white line, and you put your car into neutral, and then your car rolls up the hill. Instead, because like you're at the base of a hill, so you're like, oh, naturally, I'm probably going to roll backwards or just stay here because I'm in neutral. But your car actually starts moving upwards. And it's technically like a gravity thing, something about blah, 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 blah. Point of gravity with the blah, 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 and the, you know, where you are on the fucking the word science. But it's also spooky. Some say it's the spirit of a legendary alligator that haunts the hill. Like a giant alligator. He's just haunting the hill, which I would love to believe because that sounds fun. But on a cute note, Spook Hill Elementary is it's right next to the attraction, and they adopted Casper the Friendly Ghost as their mascot. And I think that's
adorable.
Precious. Isn't that fucking precious?
They're cute.
Yeah. And that's it for the slideshow.
Did you know that sharks are older than trees?
Oh, I believe that. Because ocean was here first, right?
Isn't that fascinating? It feels like trees are like the oldest thing. Like they feel so ancient. But
Maybe they were
sharks have
underwater
literally been
trees, though.
around.
Ugh. Yeah.
That's so true. I want to log in saying it's so Florida to have an alligator ghost. It really is.
Do you want me to tell my worst urban legend that I've ever heard that like you can't unhear and you kind of wish you would have unheard?
Yes, you have to. You said in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but just fair warning, if you want to back out now, you can back out. Okay, cool.
God.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is just an urban legend that someone told me. I don't know if anybody's ever heard this before, but there was this girl who was home alone. She was home alone, like from spring break from college, and she was visiting with her parents, and she was like bored and wanted to have some private time, so she hopped on top of the washing machine and for like the vibrations and was having her private time with herself. And then she didn't think that was enough, so she was like, oh, look, a broomstick. So she grabbed the broomstick, and she's like doing it. And then all of a sudden you hear the door unlock, and she's like, oh my God, my mom's home. So she jumps off the washing machine, but didn't take the broom out and so she impales herself and she dies.
Is it like an urban legend? Or you just wanted to say something terrible?
No, I heard that as an urban legend when I was in middle school. I heard that.
God.
Oh,
I mean, I heard this too.
So it is an
So-
urban legend.
It got around.
A new
My
fear
God.
unlocked. Okay, Jaggy, only if you're actually doing that. It's a very specific predicament to get in. Like, you can avoid that
honestly,
predicament.
probably is something similar. Probably happened to someone, and some doctor probably told people, and then they'd be just maybe they twisted it, where like it wasn't a broomstick, but it was something similar, But I feel like that probably happened. That seems like
Yeah, 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's one of those
Oh.
things.
Ugh.
But speaking of sexy
What a
stuff
nightmare.
that's not necessarily going to kill you, we have opened up the Goth Butts in Fishnets tier on Patreon. So if you're interested in Goth Butts in Fishnets, my butt will be there. Brittany, did you want your butt to be on there? We could put your butt on there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yes.
Goth Butts and Fishnets. Boobs too. And like spit, just some fun, nice, spicy stuff. But it's
got
over on our
hangnail.
Patreon. Oh. Rip it
Sorry.
off. Rip it off.
Can't. It's too short.
Oh.
It's the worst. Sorry.
It's gonna fucking hurt.
Goth's butts and fishnets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, new
Sorry.
scandals here.
I'm excited.
And
I'm
if
gonna
there's anything else you guys think of that you guys want to see from us on Patreon, please let us know. They're asking
the
about the
teeth?
shirts.
They're in, like, I swear to God, I'm gonna start them this week. Because Justin's home, he can watch Melissa. He can watch Mia. They're right there. I found the paint. When I was unboxing stuff today, so I think I'm ready to go and I can start them.
Yes.
I'm going to start by
That's
making
so
them
cool.
and then be like, these are the sizes we have. And then you can tell me if you want it and if you want it customed or not.
Yeah, put it like a tarp down.
Yes. Do it outside with a tarp.
You're gonna get paint all over your pretty new room.
What's under your arm, Brittany?
Skeleton.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's my
I
pillow.
love him.
He's a comfy guy.
He is so cute. Chat, did you guys have any urban legends that you guys heard growing up? I feel like everybody heard like the razor blades and poison in your Halloween candy. I listened to a really interesting podcast about that specifically, and they went into how many instances of that have happened, and it's just amazing. It's just so small with the amount of like news stories and chain emails, all the stuff that we've heard about it so much. It's been so few. It was like one person who like deliberately put a pin in a chocolate like to a specific person they were giving it to. Like they weren't just doing it to like all the kids.
Someone put the razor blade in their own kid's candy. It was like the dad during a divorce to like say that the mom didn't check the candy or something like that. I remember it was something like that. And I was like, why would you do that to your own fucking kid?
My God.
There's people who make their children sick just so they can have attention. It starts with an M. That's
Munchausen
Munchausen?
by proxy.
Yes.
Munchausen syndrome by proxy. It's what Eminem's mama had.
There is so much going around about
Gypsy
the stuff
Rose.
on your car. Jaggy, you're so right. There's so many urban legends about stuff on cars now.
Oh, yeah.
You see so much like that.
Oh my
JP
God,
Evo.
yeah. There's a lot of Facebook mom information.
Oh, I love
I feel like Facebook has so many urban legends.
My mom loves to like forward and send me those, and I have to be like, "This isn't like real, Mom. It's not a real thing."
I'm trying to scare you.
This baby is awake.
Someone puts money under your windshield wiper.
I'm just gonna drive away and take it.
It's like, what a good day. It's not gonna fly off. It's in there.
Yeah. If someone puts money on my windshield wiper, the first thing I'm going to think of is, great, someone put one of those $1 million "Have you found Jesus" things on my windshield, and I'm going
Yeah.
to drive home with
It's like,
it.
I'm no stranger to that. I get this. That's a trick.
Yeah, hate that.
Or you think you found something on the ground. Oh, that was the worst. They jaded us as kids.
So true. So
Would you
true.
consider Elf on a Shelf to be an urban legend of him moving around? Or is he just
I
way
think that
scare
was
the
a
shit out of kids?
very smart marketing campaign.
I think that should be a different one. Weird traditions.
Weird traditions.
Yes, traditions.
There's so
I
many.
feel like Elf on the Shelf is really cute, but I also feel really bad for parents who are already stressed out to the max and are so busy and have so much to do, and then you go on social media and you see that other parents are able to do like full like scenes for their Elf on a Shelf and stuff, and you're just like I feel like it puts a lot of pressure on parents. Same
Yeah, I
with
don't
like
give a
those videos
fuck.
of people
It's
making like those lunches that are all like practically sculptures and work of art, and you're like, okay, but not everyone has 4 hours to make their kids lunch, so maybe we don't do that and make people feel bad that their lunches don't look like works of art. Like, it's so weird.
And sometimes the elf is creepy to kids.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't consider,
hilarious.
I feel like cryptids and urban legends are like, I like to think of them as different things. Like we did a whole cryptid episode. I feel like, I know they are technically like urban legends, but I like them to have like their own thing. Like all the different cryptids, Bigfoot, Mothman, all that
I
sort
am
of
the
thing.
exact opposite. I considered all cryptids to be urban legends because they're like little legends. That's how you hear about them.
You don't know. Maybe they're real.
Well, yeah, but like all urban legends are based in some sort of truth. So makes sense.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Like I don't think urban legend
You'll
means that
allow
it's
it.
untrue. I think it's something that has been like when you tell the story of like you caught a fish and then eventually you're telling people that you caught a marlin, you still caught a fish. It's still based in something.
I hate this analogy, but I get it.
Yeah.
What is a
I mean-
corpse light?
A corpse light? Like a fleshlight?
Someone, Gothic Luna said, we have a corpse light.
Oh, is that like a lampshade that's made from human skin? I don't think you're allowed to. No, you can have those. You can buy those.
What? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that there's a place where they serve a drink with like a petrified toe in it. I think maybe like Alaska. There's like a bar that, and they put an actual petrified human toe into your alcoholic drink. And I don't need
okay.
to participate.
A corpse light is a light that appears in the middle of the water in Cape Henlopen.
Ooh. Well, I'm really
Ooh.
glad it's not a skin lamp. I would much rather see a light out on the ocean than that. I think a fun urban legend that I don't think a lot of people consider urban legend, but it kind of is the ghost lamp in a theater.
Oh, yeah.
Theaters, if you guys haven't done theater at night, I would say most, if not all. Theaters will have a light on stage lit. And it's like a thing for like the ghosts of the theater or whatever. And so many theaters people think are haunted, but I feel like that's an urban legend to have your ghost lamp out. Or maybe
It's definitely
that's
like
a tradition.
Urban legend, superstition, tradition, all rolled into one. Because it's like
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, you leave just like one single light, just like, and they just leave it plugged in. It's the ghost light. Like every theater I've ever been into, they got one. Yeah, like saying McWhat's-it in a theater. I guess
you're not in a theater, nerd.
McTitties.
You're not in a theater, nerd.
Macbeth,
can
and then
say
all of a
the
sudden it
word.
turns off.
You say it 3 times.
Macbeth.
Tapeworm
And
to
then
lose
and
weight.
then
That's
those
a good
witches come out of the
one.
mirror.
Oh yeah, the tapeworms to lose weight, or the going down to Mexico and then you find a cute little dog and you're like, I found a cute Chihuahua, and then it's actually like a rat.
You said you wanted to do a reading. We should do Macbeth.
We should do Macbeth.
Ooh, what would you guys be interested in us doing like a stage reading of a play? I've been wanting to do this so
Hamlet.
much. I feel like it would be so fun. Let us know, chat. These little faces, the little emoji faces are all so funny. You have such good ones.
Mm-hmm.
You guys already did creepypasta, but
We can always
a
do
lot
more
of good
creepypastas.
there's a lot of good creepypasta.
We can always revisit.
Oh yeah. Does Chad, do you have any more of your own urban legends to share with us for the evening?
Or
I looked up the urban legend from Montana and it was just really, really, really depressing. And I was like, we don't need to. It's very sad. Some of these urban legends are sad and not fun.
there was a little girl who ran away from home and got lost in the woods of Looms Pond. She was found a day later mutilated and torn apart by some kind of animal with tusks. Ugh.
Ooh.
A boar.
Boars.
Yeah.
Freaking
Oh, yeah, the
boars.
black-eyed kids that show up like at your door. Their eyes are totally blacked out. And they're like, hello.
Oh God.
Also, the Men in Black.
Mm.
Like, being like a real thing. Like, they show up at your house and they're like, hi. We need to talk to you about something.
A lot of people who have had UAP sightings say that they had some sort of Men in Black sort of situation visit them and say, like, don't mention this anymore. Don't discuss that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Talked
saw
about Lake
something
Lanier last
today
time.
on TikTok
Mhm.
that supposedly one of the doctors who saw JFK's autopsy is saying that in the front there was an entrance wound from the front of his neck as well. But I'm like, would any of those doctors still be alive? Would they be alive?
Yeah.
Sounds like Dale Gribble. Just King of the Hill stuff.
The Cannibal Family group. That's delightful.
Oh, like, the Donner Party? Because that actually happened.
I was listening to a podcast about that as well. That one is super interesting about
Yeah, there was that
how,
one guy
like,
left.
the families to like people wanting to be able to be a food source for their family. Like, if I die, I want you guys to eat me, versus other survival stories where it's been the opposite, like that plane crash in the Andes where they made sure that no one ate their family member. It's just interesting how people have different views on it. I don't know. I feel like obviously if I knew I was going to for sure die and you guys would need to sustain yourselves, I would be like, yeah, dude, you guys, I'm dying. Do what you got to do. Crazy. I saw that, the Slaughterhouse Canyon. I saw that one.
Mm-hmm.
So creepy.
You know, when you have like thoughts that like you can't let past your mouth.
Yes.
Because you're like, no, because I have the cannibal thoughts have to end before they come out of my mouth. Because
Say it.
it's just you can't unsay things. You can't unsay things, Shay.
Say it.
And that's the lesson for the night.
Brittany, what is it you're gonna say?
You can't unsay things.
Do you want to know something even more fucked up?
What?
We have all participated in cannibalism before. Auto cannibalism.
What?
Chewing on your fingernails.
Chewing on your fingernails, chewing on the inside of your cheek. That's auto cannibalism.
Nerd.
It is.
You nerd.
Look at you.
The
picking at
original
your...
owner of Save-A-Lot was a cannibal?
That's hot.
Yeah.
Oh
Wasn't
my God.
who did they say was a cannibal? Army Hammer?
Oh yeah, I want to know about that because he's. I don't know. Maybe I'd let him
Didn't
eat me. He's hot.
didn't wasn't is it Ezra Miller? Didn't they have some sort of thing about cannibalism in
I
their
don't think it was
DNA?
Ezra Miller. I think it was Army Hammer. They got canceled at the same time,
Oh.
both of them, or around the same time. But I'm
Oh.
pretty sure it was Army Hammer. Which like
Okay.
Yeah,
it
we
was like
talked
his
about the bell
girlfriend's.
too.
Yep.
The little being buried
That's
with the
not even
bell.
an urban legend. That's like a fact.
Oh yeah, so it can be an urban legend or a fact, Shay. Now
That's what I'm saying. All urban legends are like rooted in fact, but
you
that's like
said
a
it could
fact.
still be an urban legend.
Yeah, but that one's like facty fact. That's like there was a job position for it.
Did you guys ever
What's
do
real?
the lifting your friend thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
strip
light
him
as the
aboard.
feathers.
I never did it. I always wanted to know if anyone ever tried it. What
Oh yeah,
happened?
it works.
I always chickened out.
They
I
raise
didn't
off
want to
the
mess with it.
ground. I've done it.
Yes.
That's creepy.
Also, the thing, I mean, it's less urban legend, but it's something you do at sleepovers, where you like lay on your stomach and you have one of your friends hold your arms up, and then they lower it.
Make a
Dramatic.
pencil.
And then they like lower you slowly, and if your eyes are closed, it feels like you're falling into the floor. It's just
Never
like
did
it feels
that.
cool. It feels really cool. We'll do it one day.
Packed with sand?
I hate sleepovers like this. They stress me out.
Oh, I was like the leader.
The group
of
is like,
sleepovers.
hey, you want to do some weird shit? And it's like, God, no.
That was me. I was like, you want to do
Brittany
some
was
fucking
like,
weird
can we
shit?
just like
I would have been like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom for
play
like
Monopoly?
30 minutes.
Man,
I'll just
I would have
watch you
ruined your life
guys.
growing up.
You would have been so annoyed at me. We would have been best friends.
Oh, it would have been great. I have so many like videotapes on VHS in my closet that I need to find a VHS player for so I can watch all these movies I made when I was little. All these really
Oh my
terrible
God, I
murder
need to
movies.
see all of them.
They're probably so scary. I don't even know where you would get a fucking VHS player.
There's like companies. I keep meaning to like do this for my mom. Like companies
I
that
don't
will
want to send
convert.
it in though, because like if they get it and they're like, "What the fuck do we have?" I'll be like, "Give it back."
They'll be like, this is hilarious, and then they put it on the internet for everyone to see. Just your worst fears come true.
I'm trying to think of other like urban legends I heard of as a child. I don't know why I can't think of any. I feel like there were so many as a kid. Like kids are just constantly saying like, "Oh, you do this and this happens," or this person died this way or something like that.
Oh yeah.
They're not urban legends, they're real, but there's some great books at the Yellowstone National Park, sort of like Thousand Ways to Die, of like all the different ways that people have died in the national parks, and a lot of it's just really stupid. The watermelon seeds, yes, that is so
growing
true.
in your stomach.
That's
I was so
one,
afraid of that.
Which I found
Absolutely.
VHS players on Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna buy one and watch my videos.
I need to get one of those old TVs with the built-in.
That's what I really want.
Yes. Like a
That's
vintage
what I
one,
really
like
want.
Winnie the Pooh or the princesses or something.
Yeah, get a princess one.
I want that.
I wonder how much those go for.
They have one that's expensive that every time I see it, because it's the Minnie Mouse one that I really want, but because it's like all kitschy now, it's expensive. It's like $200. TV with VHS.
Oh my gosh, yeah, girl, the Disney
Mm.
TVs are
Oh, it's scary.
expensive. They're like $150 to $225 for the old Disney TVs. Oh, that's sad. People make them so expensive.
Right?
Oh, there's one for $50. Oh, with $150 shipping, of course.
Oh man,
There you go.
the ring. I used to like cover my TV before I would
Fuck
go
yeah.
to bed because I didn't.
Oh, I found one for $175.
Ugh.
I thought the ring was so unbelievably frightening as a kid, and then watching it as an adult, I was like, this is what we were afraid of? Did I miss something?
I'm still
Like, it's
afraid of it
not.
as an adult.
I
That
can't watch it.
scares
I can't
shit
watch it
out of
again.
me. That movie's
like it.
fucking
Brittany, have
scary.
you watched it as an adult?
Yes,
No,
it's scary.
I don't want to.
It's still scary
I
as an
don't wanna.
adult.
Oh.
It's the noise.
It makes me feel weird. I don't like it.
The green ribbon, yes. Honestly, I want to be her for Halloween one year. That would be a cool Halloween costume. You were like, which costume, if you had unlimited money, to be able to be her? And when you remove the ribbon, if somehow be able to
Your
remove
head just falls off.
I was gonna say at first it didn't sound like a very expensive costume, but then that part sounds very expensive.
That was definitely a very popular one. I feel like we all heard about.
Oh my god, I think I found the Disney. Oh.
I feel like our parents told us urban legends. Like, as an adult now, I thought turning on the light, driving at night must have made the car just instantly you can't see. With how my parents reacted as a kid, if you turned on the light while they were driving in the dark, like I feel like that was an urban legend. They're like, oh my god, we can't see. And I'm like, do you guys have different windshields? Like, you can still see when you're driving at night with the light on.
They freak the fuck out.
Thank you, Luna. Yes. Mothman I only heard about as a kid from the movie. I never
It was a prophecy.
It's a prophecy?
That
Ooh.
That's the movie's called The Mothman Prophecy.
Oh, yeah.
That
like in
sounds
real
vaguely
life, is it a
familiar.
prophecy?
No.
Bye, Batman. The Empty Man.
That just sounds like my soul.
Empty Man is creepy.
The
No stitches.
Empty Man. It's kind of depressing.
He's empty.
I bet you can find a VHS player for less than $50 somewhere. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm
some
looking at
garage
some right now that
sale.
are only $15, but I'm specifically looking
Yeah.
now for the Disney one. And I'm finding some. $145. Looking around. This one's $145, but it's not. This one's only $100, but it's just the DVD player or the DVD VHS. I want the whole kit and caboodle. This one says it's only $75, and I'm like, bitch, does that work in Clearwater? Do I have to go to Clearwater for this? I will go to Clearwater for this fucking TV. Ignore, sorry.
That's a good idea. Go to thrift stores.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm looking for specifically the Disney one now. Now my mind is on it.
Go to the
Facebook Marketplace.
Go to the Disney thrift store.
The one
They used to have those in all of their hotels, right?
I feel like probably.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cool. They're so cool.
So, my state, Montana, my home state, has a lot of its own urban legends, and apparently one is about the silvered-haired lady who one night an elderly woman went out for a walk and she was sideswiped by a car, and now her ghostly spirit roams the highway looking for a ride, and if you stop for her, you won't crash and you'll be fine. But if you drive by her and ignore her, you'll wreck your car shortly after. And growing up, apparently that highway, there were a lot of crashes in the nighttime, which made a lot of people believe them.
This rude ghost.
Like it. Rude ass fucking ghost.
Causing traffic.
What do you guys want to talk about next week?
The double chair.
Oh yeah, the double chair in Casadega. Yeah.
I am going to be late if I can make it because I'm working that day, obviously.
Late.
So I am working until 5 p.m. that day, and then I have to get back and all that sort of stuff. So I'll do my best. But you said for the next starting Friday for 10 days, I'm basically
Why don't you
on
just take
hiatus
off next week then, so you don't have to stress about it? Take off next week, so you don't stress. No
Is
stress.
next week Thanksgiving? When is Thanksgiving?
Yes. Yeah, we all should take off for next week for Thanksgiving. Or do like a casual stream.
And then the 28th.
Yeah.
I think we I need to get that one guest on there that we've been talking about, but I don't know when she's available. I think we could do a gift giving guide stream and go through and like make recommendations and different price points for people of like, I feel like there's so many gift giving guides out there and they are never for goth, emo, alternative type people. I feel like they're so that could be a fun thing. We could do like a gift giving guide and we could post links in like a little thing like we did for the shopping outfits. So you both died when I have so many. So never mind.
No, that's totally good. It also stresses me out because I know I also have too many people for gifts.
Gotta go shopping.
Oh my god, yeah. I think I'm just alarmed by that's happening so soon.
To me,
but I guess while we're shopping for stuff, putting it together wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Goth giving.
Yes. I think too, at one point, I'm get my friend Kelsey on here and we can do a goth makeover on her. Is there anybody in your side of the world who you guys could bring in and do a goth makeover? Maybe Christina, which it's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, exciting. I don't do other people's makeup. So no. No,
Didn't you do Christina's makeup for that TikTok video?
Like, not for like, no, that was, I always get in this predicament where people go, can you do my makeup? And then I don't know how to tell them no. So then I tell them yes. And then I do their makeup. But like, I do not do people's makeup. No.
For a stream?
You just do a goth
makeover?
No.
Do a goth clown night and go full clown with it. That way you can't mess up.
I mean, you can ask Brittany. I do not like doing other people's makeup.
Shay hates it.
It's the fucking bane of my existence because everyone thinks that I can do other people's makeup, but I definitely can't. I've been doing makeup on my
very
face.
Mean.
I am very mean when I do people's makeup, and it always turns into a fight.
I think you're nice.
I'm not nice about it. I literally it was before we were married. I almost like ended my relationship with Justin he was doing my makeup. I was so fucking upset about it. I was so fucking angry. I mean, I wouldn't have actually ended my relationship, but I was so fucking mad.
That was rough.
I'm just not good with it.
I think there should be
that idea.
That's hilarious.
But if you guys have other ideas in chat, let us know. We always love getting your ideas.
I definitely want to do like a reading of something. Like we should read Christmas Carol. Like do a night reading Christmas Carol.
Oh my god.
We could do a reading and it's spooky and it's Christmassy and I could be.
You're such a nerd.
Shut up. I could be a Muppet.
we work with someone who does puppets, so we'll have to ask him if he has any we can
Listen, I already
borrow.
got the opening line. The Marleys were dead to begin with. That's how it starts out.
My God.
The Marleys
Such
were
a
dead to
nerd.
begin with.
Such a nerd. The Nightmare Before Christmas. What
We
else
could do
would be
that.
good? Maybe just sing along. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Ooh. We'd have Melissa do all the singing, and I'd be like, what she said.
I can't believe Moira from Schitt's Creek is the one who sang
Yeah.
Sally's song.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
She's
she
the
does,
best. Catherine O'Hara's in everything. I love her.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel, what the girl
Yeah.
one. Whichever one that is. Shock, Lock. I don't know.
Yes. So wild. She's so talented.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do a reading, and we can do lots of readings if you guys end up liking them. We can do poetry, we can do stage plays, we can do, I don't know about movies. I don't know
Shock,
how that
Lock,
works
Two
legally,
Smoking
but
Barrels.
Shock is the girl. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know which one was the girl, but I know they're Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Definitely do some readings. I know Brittany and I are going to go adventuring around to some spooky locations in Florida, like Spook Hill. It's right next to Bach Tower
Yes.
Gardens.
I want to see you guys do that. Fan theories for Nightmare Before Christmas. There are fan theories? Like
My
what?
number one, it's not a theory, but my number one complaint with Nightmare Before Christmas is every time people are like, Jack and Sally's relationship, Jack and Sally, like that was not a good relationship. He
Sally was
ignored
good.
her the like first half of the movie. He did not like pay attention to her, any of her advances, and then she kept being like, hey, this thing's gonna happen, this, and he fucking ignored her, and then finally was like, oh my God, you're here, I should marry you.
So toxic.
But it fits really well into a Blink-182 song.
Yeah,
That's true.
So
this is true.
That's true.
My mom will.
I also.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
It's too late. Your mom. Your mom.
My
Your
mom, every
mom.
time she hears the Blink-182 rock show song, she's like, they said
my
that thing about
God.
meeting on the Warped Tour like you and Justin. I'm like, yeah, Mom.
I knew as soon as you mentioned that song, I was like, oh my God, it's just like you and Justin.
Literally every time she'll take a picture of it. I saw it on the Sirius FM. They're still playing it, Shay. I'm like,
Look at your song.
stupid.
How do you feel?
Stupid. I would pick any other song other than Blink-182. Not a fan.
Wow.
Brittany.
Hater.
I don't
Yes.
know. You don't have to answer this on stream, but are you single? If you feel
Yes.
comfortable.
That's okay.
A few
Yeah.
months ago, Shay had talked about she was going to find guys to come on a Would You Date a Goth type of show for me. And if you and I are both single, we could both do that. We could have an episode doing that.
Oh, God. Shay's.
Diabolical.
I don't know. You're.
What?
I was just like looking at the frame, barely out.
So?
Stupid.
I'm just not being the center of the attention for the smoking. I'm smoking.
I have to bring the attention to you.
God,
I don't know. I think it would be funny. I'll watch your episode first, see how it goes.
How do I do this? Like I set someone up and then like I grill them?
I don't know.
I mean, I think we'd have to make it like a reality show where there's like a bunch of them and only just me and Brittany, and there's like
it's
a
like
bunch of
it's
them.
like the match game, like
Yeah,
like on Drag Race.
So
A
here's the
comfortable
next part.
74 degrees.
I need to find men. I don't know that many.
I was about to say, where is Shay pulling from?
Where am I pulling from?
We can do a post online. We can.
Oh. I'm starting to back away from this idea slowly.
No, I backed away like my ass was out of the seat. No online men. I don't know.
You know what I did download? My brother convinced me to download Dead by Daylight, which
Yeah.
is a fun multiplayer horror game.
Oh, I'm definitely down
But you
for that.
just, you're either a survivor or the killer. And you just
Ooh.
run around surviving, trying not to get killed, and helping each other off, meat hooks.
I saw that there is a game out right now where if you scream, you die, and you only have to survive 18 minutes in the game without screaming. Obviously, I'm sure they have a way of knowing if you like mute or whatever. Like, don't cheat, but like I feel like that could be really fun too. That could be really good.
Oh,
We should
God.
play some horror scary games and get scared.
I'm down. I'm super down. What was that other one? The Michael? Is it the Friday the 13th one?
Dead by Daylight's a lot like Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
It's
like that.
It's very similar mechanics. Is it still, active? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it still going?
Someday I'm gonna get y'all into Dungeons and Dragons on this stream.
Oh, yeah, we can do
my
those.
Force
my
you.
friends in Atlanta have convinced me, so I'm in the middle of creating a character. They're gonna do an online campaign. Yeah. I'm
My
stoked.
friend is doing one that Shay would be so into. My friend is an absolute Potter maniac and has been spending a year writing a very detailed, specific Potter World one for his dungeon group. And I was like, man, I feel like that would be such a Shay one.
That's amazing.
Hi, Kingsley.
If it were Harry Potter fan fiction centric, I think she would be down.
Well, that's D&D is all. That's what that is. You're literally living it in the game. Yeah, exactly.
It's true. You could do it, Shay.
I just don't think I understand it.
It's theatrical. It's I don't know, improv.
Role playing.
It's role playing.
I could try. I just don't know. I don't know if I would get it. I could try.
I don't know. I'm gonna try an online Zoom version, see how it goes, and then maybe if I think you'll like it.
It's sort of like
ease into it.
Choose your own adventure with all your friends. All your friends are together. You're all doing it together. You make choices together. You work hard to get it, and it can be themed different things. Like my friend is doing a Harry Potter one. You could do you could do a Twilight one. You can do any sort of, it doesn't have to necessarily be old ancient mystical fairies and stuff if that's not your thing. But look at that. There's that
vampire ones.
Vampire ones. And it's
nice.
I think it'd be very fun.
Yeah,
for even just one stream. Give it one stream just to see, and people, because you interact and act stuff out, and obviously that's right up your alley.
Yeah.
But she hates it. Never mind. We'll move on, guys. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna figure out something.
Yeah.
I don't have no idea. We're gonna keep bubbling up. We had so many different things come up. I don't know. Maybe we'll. We haven't had a good poll on Patreon. We listed a bunch of things, so maybe we'll make the poll on Patreon. We got.
Yes.
Jesus fuck! I'm trying to even remember all the things. We got the D&D. We got readings. We got the goth speed dating. We got goth speed dating's gonna need a while to flush out. I'm gonna have to figure out and find the men.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be the tricky part.
Because all of Justin's friends are gay.
Yeah, that is a bit of a tricky. Is a tricky thing.
I think Jesse is bi.
And tall.
Yeah, I was Justin's friends are gay or bi or.
As long as they're into women, in some percentage. A murder mystery game, yes.
Oh, I'd love a murder mystery
I
game
would
too.
love that. Oh, Luna, you're so
I'm not
sweet.
I'm
You're
not stuffy,
such a
but thank you,
kind
Gothic
person.
Luna. I just have my nose is just runny.
Clear your throat, Shay.
Maybe I should stop smoking so much fucking weed. It's a lot of weed smoking, a lot of dick sucking happening, so, it's just been congested.
Oh my
We've been
God.
celebrating! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to talk about my life.
Am I just going to...
You're celebrating?
Remember, I was going to take a
What are you
shot
guys
every time.
celebrating?
Every time I make Brittany feel awkward on stream, she's going to start drinking.
No. Whenever you talk about Justin.
Yeah.
Nerd.
That's fair.
It was a joke. It was a joke. You're fine.
Huh? Oh, I think I'm just, tired. I'm like, what's the joke?
Yeah, it's
Well,
past your bedtime.
get
It's
you
past your bedtime.
I know. I've been also watching this bitch on this monitor this whole time, rolling around. I know she's going to keep me up. She's not laying down. She's just like... It's fine, though. Well, we're going to have all kinds of new bonus content on Patreon. Melissa's going to... we have to get a Dungeon Master person for D&D, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Make your character.
I know
That could be a
a
separate one.
few, but I thought you guys said you had someone in mind. But I can definitely get. I know several.
Yeah.
Remember, I mean, we could see if Becca wants to do a D20 deathmatch crossover.
Every time you say that, I just think of Celebrity Deathmatch, the clay figures. That's all I'm hearing when you say D20 Deathmatch.
Yes.
It honestly has a similar vibe.
It'd
Yeah.
be fun
In
to
that
have
it's
Danielle
chaotic.
back.
But also Fallon and Alec is a DM, so.
Oh, yeah.
So I have another cutie goth. They could play with us.
She's so sweet. She's like the ultimate big titty goth girlfriend.
She is
Yes.
perfect angel baby.
I feel like if you ever had to cry, she would just be like, rest, and I'll hold you, and she'd stroke your head, and she would
You should be so lucky.
so sweetly whisper and be like, it's okay, because she's got the sweetest angel voice.
Yeah, when she screams her little metal song, she does it like
That hug
this.
sounds so good.
Damn. Yes. Okay.
She's good vibes. All right, then I'll see.
Everyone we all have homework.
We'll figure that out.
What we need to do moving forward.
Homework.
And I guess until then, we will see you next Tuesday.
Ooh, no, you gotta pick our winner.
Oh, wait, pick a winner, yeah.
I can't scroll with my microphone plugged in. So
Oh, okay, I'll scroll. Also, the person who won last week, I know you messaged us on Instagram last week. I think Melissa missed it, so I sent it to Melissa. So, Emo Metalcore Mama, I think you won last week. Let's see.
I never got that from you, but she messaged me directly. So
Yeah, she messaged the Goths Next Door on Instagram.
Okay.
Scroll.
Drum roll.
I'm just going back and forth and then losing it off the screen. It is Gothic Luna. Have you already won?
Yes.
Gothic Luna. Okay.
So lucky.
Right. Det Ducky is DET Ducky here.
Ducky.
Hi, are you here?
Twitter charges you to message people.
Oh, Ducky is here.
Ducky.
Yay, Ducky.
Ducky, DM me on Twitch your address, please.
Yeah, your full mailing address, and we will send you a thank you card. Well, normally we were gonna set it up, but honestly, we've just been lazy and not doing everything properly, so we've just scrolling through the chat. There are better ways to do this, right, Coat Kez? We know how to do it properly. We just haven't been because we do everything very last minute. Like I finished this slideshow like an hour before we went live.
Things will keep improving.
Yeah, that's why you gotta stick around for the long haul because it's gonna get better and better each time. Oh my God, she's throwing shit around. Okay.
What do you?
I hope she goes to sleep soon.
Just chaotic.
She's growing.
Really, though. She's psycho.
She's growing. It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. Well, I love you guys. I love everybody. We will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
See you